What up? It's Tone Hollywood from 107.3 Jamz, and you are now tuned in to Brilliant Views.
What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Brilliant Views. It's your boy BMan Jamz. I'm here with the legend, the man, Tone Hollywood, man.
Man, I'm glad to be here, Bray. What's going on with you, bro? I don't know how official to be. Nah.
Listen, so Tone Hollywood, man, you are a radio personality,
yes, sir.
A big name here in Greenville, South Carolina. But let me ask you this, man. So, what brought you to Greenville in the first place?
Man, I went to Clemson, you know what I'm saying, and after I went to finish my school there, I was in grad school doing my thing, you know what I'm saying. I was working on radio there, I was doing my college radio show, and I wanted to be in big time radio, man. I wanted to go ahead and make that push, and I sent my air check to the program director that was here at the time, and he liked what he heard and hired me part-time, and that made me stay in South Carolina, made me move to Greenville, and I've loved it ever since, bro.
Okay. Cool. So wait, you ran track?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. Oh yeah. Hall of Fame.
Well, you know what I'm saying. That was a long time ago. It was many Waffle House ago. No, but seriously. Nah, I'm blessed, man. We inducted to the Hall of Fame, man. Okay. So that's gonna be a big, man. I appreciate that, man.
That's what's up, man. For real, man. So going from being a college kid to now being, a grown man and went from having your own morning show to having your own midday show.
True that.
On a whole nother station.
Yeah.
With the same company with different stations.
Yeah.
How was that transition from going from morning to the midday?
You know what? When I was thinking about it, I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was, because it is different audiences. 107.3 Jamz kind of caters to a more mature African American demographic, when Hot 98.1 kind of targets a younger, demographic, and all races. You know what I'm saying? Black, white, Hispanic, whatever. And you kind of got to make sure you're saying the right things. You got to make sure you're talking to the right people. You're not talking too young. You're not talking down. So you really have to think about who you're talking to and get an idea of who that is. But so I toned down the humor a little bit, just a little bit.
Still a funny guy.
I'm still a corny funny guy, though. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm more barbecue funny.
Okay.
In front of the classroom funny.
I got you. Funny.
So try to make that happen. But it's just about knowing who listens and just trying to make sure you target and cater to that demographic. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing.
I got you. Now you've interviewed a few noteworthy people, man.
Right.
You just had an interview with the side chicks with Charlotte, right?
Charlotte, yeah, that was interesting.
So out of everybody that you've ever interviewed in your lifetime of radio, who was the most influential interview that you've had?
You know what? I think probably the most influential, when I was on the red carpet at the BET Hip Hop Awards, I got a chance to interview Russell Simmons, and he was getting his award. He was getting a Vanguard Award, and that was, to me, that's one of my favorite interviews, just because he gave a lot of insight on how to get in the business, how to maintain an entertainment reason, and that he's just, look, I'm just a regular person, but I pushed hard, and I pushed my people that was working for me harder to make my product, my brand big, and that was kind of something I was learning from him while I was interviewing him, and I think that was probably one of the most influential. I've had some crazy interviews before. I interviewed Gucci Mane just right next door, almost a week after he got out of jail.
Really? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was pretty crazy. And we had just had a shooting here in the area, and I asked him to talk to the kids, and I could tell he didn't really want to do it. But I don't know if it put him on the spot. But he said some encouraging words, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't fake with it, and I appreciate him doing that.
He's changed his life around.
He sure has, yeah. Now, at that time, he hadn't. That Gucci man would have shot you. But I was, he was cool. He was cool with that, and I've interviewed Rick Ross, and he was super cool, so I've been blessed to be able to interview some people, and knock on wood, I haven't had any crazy incidents, so maybe it's my personality, but I've been able to interview people, and they've been cool. Nobody's been wanting to throw their hands and wanting to, the war star. Nobody wanted to slap me, nothing like that. Thank goodness, I didn't think the real side chicks in Charlotte was going to pull a blade out on me at one point, but when I said, what else do you do besides
side chick?
Yeah, exactly. They're like, first of all, side chicking is not a job, baby, okay? I was like,
what? You have a show about it.
Okay, wait a minute now. Wait a minute, I ain't trying to get cut. But seriously, it's all about trying to know your who you're interviewing, and it's a lot of times, man, people will come up to you at the beginning and tell you, hey, look, I don't want to talk about, a Fabulous one time when he came to the studio, he had an incident that happened beforehand, and he said, yo, I don't really want to talk about that. So everything else, I'm gang with everything else, so a lot of times they'll tell you, and some personalities be like, That'll go in one ear and out the other.
Right.
And they'll ask that crazy question just to get some world star views. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's not my steez, man.
And you've been in the radio game for like 13 years.
Yes, yeah. It'll actually be 15 in August, man. Ain't that crazy?
15 years.
What an old
crazy.
cat, bro.
Hey, you know it's even crazier though.
What's that, bro?
I remember when I was young, I came up here, I did a shadow. I shadowed Tone Hollywood for it was a job shadow.
Yep.
And I shadowed Tone Hollywood. Now I get to work alongside you a little bit, you know. So that was cool for me, man. I just want to let you know, man, you've been one of the people that I've always looked up to in radio, man. It's definitely the fact I can sit here and talk to you. You give me words of wisdom. You got that type of stuff too, man. Just want to let you smell your roses while you're still alive.
Well, man, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. And I'll tell you something, man, not just to big him up because he's interviewing me, but it's good brothers like yourself that listen, that have an idea of what they want to get into. And that's the main thing. You knew where you want to go. You still know where you want to go. And you're an intelligent brother. And I tell you what, you're going to go far, man. You're going to go far. You're listening to the right people. You know, I hope I don't corrupt you. I'll tell you the wrong thing to do. Dang it! Zig, we should have zagged, bro. But I mean, it's good brothers like you that listen, and I know you're going to be big with this, man. So when I see you on your own television show, man, I'm gonna be out there, like, hey, man, I know him. Don't you play me, man?
Nah, son,
I do an expose on you. I'm like, hey, I know the real B-Man. The one time he borrowed $5 from me, he gave back. I want the money back, man.
Man, so you went from being just a grad student,
right,
and doing promotions, working your way up, and where you are now. Is this where you seen yourself being? Like how when you were doing the small things, how was your mindset that you knew, hey, I'm gonna get here when I?
It comes with a lot of prayer, bro. A lot of prayer, because there's been some days, man. I can tell you still off the mic, you know? But there's been some days, man, but where I had to clean the vans, or I had a remote in the 100-degree weather, and somebody at a live broadcast may give you an attitude, or you look at that check and you're like, man, what's the rest of how much I worked this week? Right. And sometimes you look at that and you're like, I didn't always see the big picture. I always wanted to have my own, my own show. I knew I always wanted to be working mornings. I knew I wanted to be syndicated one day. And those are the goals I kind of set of myself, and wanted to make sure, don't let the small stuff get to me, Don't let the small stuff get to you. There's going to be some days. There's going to be some days you're going to be like, ooh, I'll be honest with you, because you went, dog. Yeah. There was one day I almost flipped out back here, man. Yeah. I was trying to take my key off. I was going to quit. I was taking my key off the cord.
Yeah, like, I'm done.
I was fidgeting with it because I was so angry. Yeah. And Mr. Dawkins was here. He put a hand on my shoulder and said, brother, relax. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that day, I let the frustration get to me. And some days you're going to get frustrated because, the entertainment industry is rough. Right. It's rough to get your foot in the door, especially when you feel like you're a little bit more talented than some people that have already gotten through. Mm-hmm. No disrespect to anybody else. But, I just wanted, there were days I had to pray. There was days I had to stay focused. Had to make the vision chart sometimes, have it on the refrigerator, have it on my bed, and just, see other people like a Tom Joyner or a Charlemagne or whatever say, that's where I want to be. And they got there, and I can get there too.
Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah. So, definitely keep the right mindset. And like you said, pray. Prayer is one of the biggest things, man. Big. So, so now, Tone, you got your own midday show, man. What's next for Tone Hollywood?
Tone Hollywood right now is going to make sure that midday show stays number one.
Yes.
Going to make sure it stays number one. And syndication, I want syndication, man. I really want to try my hands at syndicating, and whether it be a morning show, afternoons, whatever, I would really like to get syndicated. I really feel like we need more brothers that are coming from the entertainment industry, that are radio people that can be out there. You know what I'm saying? That aren't necessarily radio, television, and been all these. I think there's a radio guy that can be more personable to the people, more relatable and stuff like that. I really feel like we need that. Somebody like it's probably old for you, but an Arsenio Hall type cat.
I know about Arsenio.
Okay, just want to make sure I don't know. I don't know about
Arsenio, man.
But I really feel like we need some more of that. Say, yeah, we did joke around with the real side chick of Charlotte, but we really need some more people that are in the industry, that are working in television and radio, that they can look up to brothers and sisters and saying, they can say, look, this is a person that's more relatable. I know this guy, this person is just like me, and can be relatable on TV and on air, man.
And one more question, man. Like, so when you have young people come up to you like, yo, Tone, I listen to you every day. Tone, like, you get me to school, you keep me laughing. Man. How does that feel, man?
That is a great feeling, man. It's weird, man, because, I remember a time I had to tell people to listen to my show. hey, I'm on at 2 o'clock in the morning. Can you tune in?
Make sure you listen to me.
Yeah, I listen to you. Yeah, right. You know, so the feeling of when you go to the restaurant and someone recognizes your voice, or maybe somebody you've seen like yourself that maybe came in for a job shot, or I went to their school or something, and they, you know, you bump into them somewhere, and or they say they listen, or they say they heard it, or especially when they quote something that you said, it's like, wow, you know. Wow. So and it also reinforces that, you know, of all the jokes, I do feel like I do have a responsibility to make sure I am giving something to them that's a little bit more educating, enlightening, or something like that. Not just a smile for the day, but something they can walk away with, maybe some information about a job, or who knows. Yeah. So it definitely lets me know that people listen. So it's a great feeling, man. It is. It is. He's like, oh snap. Now when Rihanna tells me she's listening to me, it's gonna be another situation. 9 months later.
Listen, okay, so Tone, man, how do the people follow you, man? I know you got to make that show.
True that.
Give me your handles, your Twitter handles, Instagram, all that, man.
Twitter, Hollywood Speaks on Twitter. There's Hollywood Speaks. And on Instagram, it's Tone Hollywood, Tone Hollywood, and Facebook as well. And you'll probably see me and BMan doing something somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He's in these streets. And shout out to you, man. I'm a fan of your show, man. What you do out on the street, man, it's big time, man.
I appreciate that, bro. See, Tone Hollywood watching me. Yeah. And they'll watch me too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna show up a location one day, like, all right. Just shut down. Shut down.
Listen, Tone, man, we wish you much success.
Thanks,
man.
brother.
I know you're gonna be successful, excuse me, and keep doing your thing, man.
Thank you, bro.
Keep on watching. Hey, y'all keep watching too. Make sure you listen to Tone Hollywood every day from
10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on 107.3 Jamz, man. Monday through Saturday, brah.
Yes, look, hey, y'all stay tuned right here at Brilliant Views. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time. Peace.
That's what's up.